2025, and if you're watching this, you probably already know the Jeep Wrangler isn't just another SUV. It's a symbol. While the rest of the automotive world is racing toward electric everything, AI assistance in dashboards, and increasingly similar-looking crossovers, the Wrangler still stands tall, boxy, bold, and unapologetically mechanical. And today, we're talking about why this iconic vehicle still holds its ground in 2025, what's new in the latest model, and why, if you already own one, you might just want to keep it rather than trade it in. Let's kick things off with what's new in the 2025 Jeep Wrangler. Jeep didn't do a total overhaul this year. No drastic redesign, no EV-only platform like some other brands are pushing. But that's a good thing. Instead, what we got is a refined version of what already works. The exterior has a few fresh touches, like a slightly tweaked front fascia with integrated trail lights, which are brighter, more efficient, and give the front end a cleaner, more aggressive look. You'll notice small aerodynamic tweaks, but nothing that messes with the rugged aesthetic. Jeep knows better than to mess with a classic. Inside, though, that's where the biggest updates live. The 2025 Wrangler comes standard with Uconnect 6, which means a faster processor, better touchscreen responsiveness, and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Finally, the screen is bigger, the interface is smoother, and yes, there's a built-in trail cam in the higher trims. That means fewer suction cups and aftermarket mounts clogging up your windshield. If you're leaning toward eco-conscious driving, the Wrangler 4Z plug-in hybrid continues to evolve. Jeep squeezed out slightly better range this year, around 30 miles of all-electric range in ideal conditions. It's perfect for people who want to daily drive their Jeep in the city without guzzling gas every time they run to the store. And it still has full off-road capability. Just because it's a hybrid doesn't mean it lost its backbone. Now, let's shift gears, literally, and talk about why you might not need the 2025 model at all. Maybe you're driving a 2018 Sahara, or a 2020 Rubicon. Maybe it's an older JK or even a TJ. Either way, if you've taken care of your rig, there's a strong argument for holding onto it. First, let's talk aftermarket support. The Wrangler community is massive, and the options for customization are almost endless. From lift kits and armor to rooftop tents and upgraded lighting, if you've already put time and money into your build, trading it in for something new could feel like starting over. Then there's the question of reliability. Yeah, Wranglers have their quirks. We all know about the death wobble jokes and soft top leaks. But truth is, these things are tanks when maintained properly. Oil changes, tire rotations, and keeping an eye on suspension components go a long way. A well-cared-for Wrangler can easily hit 200,000 miles without breaking a sweat. So if your current rig is running strong, you're probably not missing much by skipping the 2025 upgrade. Now let's talk numbers. Wranglers hold their value like almost nothing else on the road. According to recent resale data, a 5-year-old Wrangler retains more than 70% of its value, depending on trim and mileage. That's wild in an age where most vehicles lose 50% the moment you drive them off the lot. And that's not even factoring in custom builds. Those add real value in the enthusiast market. So unless you're itching for that new infotainment screen or you just love the smell of new car leather, it's hard to justify the switch purely from a financial perspective. But keeping a Wrangler isn't just about dollars and cents. It's about soul. Your Jeep is more than a ride. It's your trail buddy, your camping rig, your beach cruiser. It's the vehicle you drove when it snowed 2 feet overnight, or when you found that perfect overlook after 3 hours on a muddy back road. The new model might be a little more comfortable or a bit more efficient, but it doesn't replace your memories, your mods, or your connection with the Jeep you've built and driven for years. Now, don't get me wrong. There are good reasons to upgrade. If you're rolling in a TJ from the early 2000s and you're looking for better ride comfort, more power, or safer tech like adaptive cruise and blind spot monitoring, then yeah, the 2025 model could be a smart move. The 4Z trims especially are appealing if you do a lot of urban driving but still want to hit the trails on the weekend. And if your current Jeep is starting to rack up repair bills and you're spending more time under it than behind the wheel, maybe it's time for a fresh start. But for most of us, the answer might just be to stick with what we've got. Maybe upgrade your suspension, add that winch you've been eyeing, or finally swap out those stock bumpers. Refresh your Jeep instead of replacing it. A new Jeep might look clean and modern, but your Wrangler already has character, and that's something you can't buy. At the end of the day, keeping your Wrangler in 2025 is about embracing what Jeep has always stood for: freedom, adventure, and simplicity in a world that's becoming way too complicated. You don't need 14 screens or biometric seat memory to enjoy a weekend off the grid. What you need is traction, clearance, and a rig you trust. If that sounds like your current Jeep, then you're already ahead of the game. So, what are you doing this year? Keeping your Wrangler or making a move? Drop a comment down below. I want to hear your stories. What year do you drive? What mods have you made? Would you ever go full electric in the future, or are you sticking with gas, diesel, or hybrid as long as you can? Make sure you hit that like button if you found this video helpful, and subscribe if you want more real-world Jeep content. No fluff, no sponsorship shills, just honest talk and real off-road fun. Hit that bell so you don't miss our next trail run, build breakdown, or gear review. Thanks for watching, and whether you're crawling rocks, cruising through snow, or just heading to work with the top off, keep enjoying the ride. This is your channel name, and I'll see you on the trail.